has everything.
Bumping and banging.
Big boy in the morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We got Chris Brown up in here.
We are here. We are here.
What's going on, brother? Pleasure to see you, my man.
As always, you
looking
too.
good all in the eye area.
I'm
you know
good.
what I'm saying? Always good in the eye area.
It's not a hazy eye today. It's
No. Have you come in with?
fresh.
Usually you don't come in with us with hazy eyes, but
Yeah.
I've caught you. We were at a party one night.
a couple times.
Yeah. You was real nice that night, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
real.
Yeah.
I was lit.
It was a celebration.
It was a great time.
It was a celebration. Best believe that, man. Well, we got to talk about this, man. You're about to give birth to a new album.
I can't wait.
Congratulations
Glad
to
it's
you,
the
my
album
brother.
this time, not another kid. Like,
Yeah, but you know,
it's great. It's great.
But,
You know,
but
I'm
you
grateful.
did name the album Royalty.
Exactly.
And first off, we got to say congratulations,
Yeah,
man.
man.
on your little-
Thank you.
Hey, man, Chris, it looked like you bounced right into daddy mode, bro.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a challenge, but it's a great responsibility to have. You know, and you should know that as well. You know, as far as like being a dad, like watching some or like another extension of you is like it's kind of like life changing to me.
How long did it take you to get the diaper changing down?
You know what it was? My mom has been in childcare since, before I was born. So I grew up in a daycare. So like my mom and my dad, very articulate, super activity prone. Like, oh, we're gonna do this. This is the schedule. As I was like when I was a kid. So I was always able to facilitate.
Is that why you
what
think
kids
you're
wanted
good
to do.
with
Familiar
kids,
to
though?
you.
Yeah, it's familiar. Like changing diapers, all that. I didn't. It's like second nature because my mom used to make me like when I was at the daycare at 13, like go in there. I need you to change the diaper.
But you weren't even licensed then. I'll talk to your mom about that later.
It's all good. It's country, bro. It's
Okay,
country.
yeah,
We in the country, bro.
Plus, it takes a village.
Yeah, it's
it takes
all
a
good.
village.
It's a,
you know what I'm
country-
saying?
She knocked me a
yeah.
couple dollars.
But
At the
then
end of the
you
day.
got to think, man, do you feel like, you know how when you get a smooth responsibility,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you already been responsible for so many people as far
Yeah,
as
but
like getting up to eat. But is this different?
Yeah, it is because for me, like my responsibility it's like my responsibility to her is unconditional.
Right.
So everybody else's responsibility, like people that work for me or people that I take care of or support, is different because it's like a give and take. This is my job. There's a certain service provided.
Right.
But with my daughter, there's no job entailed in it. This is family, an extension of me, my blood. So I have to at least give her the proper tools to know how to be a righteous person, a humble person, and at the same time just be a all-around human. So that's the responsibility I love the most because everybody else is I don't really have to think about. You know what I'm saying? If I quit music tomorrow, it's not gonna hurt my conscience that I can't really take care of anybody else that's not my family. You know what I'm saying? It'll hurt my conscience that I can't take care of my daughter or my family.
Were you nervous knowing that you were a father? Because I'm going to tell you.
Yeah,
everybody. When I
man.
knew that we were, like my wife and I, when we were pregnant, our first and second one, it was like Chris, you can have a lot of people in the world.
Yeah.
But then it's really just you. That's when you realize, like, man, it's really just me and, it's me and my child.
Yeah.
Were you nervous about that part?
I'll be honest. The only thing I was nervous about is that she would have been to deal with all the like public scrutiny and criticism that people give me. I've been able to weather the storm or deal with it or kind of make like a hard backbone to really kind of not be engulfed or ignited or trying to be like angry or anything like that. So I've had a little bit of time and jail and other things to kind of like make me learn that. And with her, it's kind of different because she's a baby. So now she'll acquire this fame because of who I am.
Right.
And she's already a creative and amazing girl, so I know she's gonna like flourish and really succeed in everything she does. So I just kind of look like I don't look in the background. I'm kind of like trying to steer everything to make sure she's already good, and even with certain situations or how I live my life and certain risks that I would take with certain things and other, I kind of like shifted that and moved it around.
Yeah, man.
Even with the like the frequent like girls like coming and going, me talking to different girls
at the
like
house.
I
I
really
sure
like
wish I
kind of
knew.
cut that out. Like
You never invited us over to that, but so
No, but
that
like,
that
you know
part
what
is
I'm
over though, huh?
No, I think I'm only 26, so
Oh,
like,
yeah,
at the
yeah,
end of the
yeah,
day,
yeah.
like
Get that off, man.
you know, at the end of the day, like I get her 2 weeks out of the month. You know what I'm saying? So while she's with me, it's straight daddy duty or whatever. But when I go back to my lifestyle when she's not there, we'll invite people over, or we'll chill or
That's
hang
the
out.
days I want to go by.
You know,
Yeah.
you
Because
know.
my wife and kids are at the house all the time.
Yeah.
I need to go to your house sometime.
Live vicariously.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, I gotta live vicariously through
Or
you.
we just FaceTime. I could just show you the good times.
Yeah, you know what? That's real.
It's
yeah.
like you being there, like, yo, Big was there, bro.
And
He
plus
was
it
right
keeps
there.
me honest. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Just
Because you
pop you
ain't
up.
did nothing. You're like, I'm in the house, baby.
We're like, baby. And then but I'll show my wife, like, look at the Chris one he want me to look at. I'll be back, baby.
I'll be back. He told me to come over here.
Yeah, he told me just go look at this. We're gonna put 8 seconds on the clock.
All right.
You gotta name 8 things in 8 seconds. All righty?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Chris, after I finish reading this, your time will begin. All righty? We're here at the holidays, Chris Brown. In 8 seconds, I want you to name things you need to wrap a gift.
Oh, easy call.
You got this.
Your time begins now.
Wrapping paper, bow, scissors, tape, glue, sprinkles.
There it is right there.
Yeah.
How many did we have right there?
sorry.
6? That was
To wrap
6
a
of
gift,
them.
what's the other 2?
But whatever it is, man.
String, taffeta, tissue
Did you say
paper.
scissors?
Oh,
Yeah.
You said bow?
He
Yeah.
said glue.
Yeah, you said glue. You know, you always want to crazy glue the
Yeah.
gift closed so the kids don't open it.
Sprinkles.
But these are your gifts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
this
throw
is
some
good.
sprinkles on there.
I lost that one, man.
Yeah, that's right. But you know what? Even when you lose, someone won.
Yeah, man.
Let's believe that. The new album is available for you. The album is Royalty. Make sure you guys go. Was that a no-brainer to name the album Royalty?
Honestly, it was a difficult choice because with me, I've done 6 albums before, so I always used to plan ahead and think ahead. So when I was doing the Chris Brown first album, I was thinking of exclusive. Okay, this is the name for the next album. Graffiti's gonna be the next album. Fame and Fortune.
Okay.
Then it's like so.
So by the time we get it, you already know kind of what the next one is.
Yeah. So this one, it was kind of hard though. It was like an audible call because I recorded so many songs and I had so many records. I have like 4,000 records that people have never heard. That's why I dropped the mixtape and put 34 songs on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, nobody knows the amount of records I have. You know what I'm saying? So and with me, I might think one record is huge, the biggest record I've ever done, but then the fans will like a song that I was playing around on and took me 30 minutes to write. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, so for me, with all the music doing this album, I just wanted to be like, cool, now I have to do a body of work that kind of has substance, that means something. I can still party and partake on my first person, POV of what my life is, point of view, whatever. Okay, I still party, I still do what I do, but I'm a father, I'm a responsible adult. Okay, cool, this is what it is. So I'm giving you all elements of who I am and what I've evolved into from being, the 15-year-old singing guy you saw, and now the 26-year-old man who's a father, who's still an entertainer. So I get a chance to kind of bring my audience into the living room with me.
Yeah. It's been 10 years since the first album.
Yeah.
Does that feel crazy?
I just, what it was? I used to question God a lot, bro, in the beginning when I was young. Why are you giving me all these blessings? Why am I this famous? Why do people know me? Why am I getting in trouble? Why is it, you know what I'm saying? And I really just stopped questioning them. I stopped asking, everything has a reason. I prayed to him, but definitely I just started looking at it like, hey, man, it's all about choices, everything. I started getting like, that frontal lobe, my consciousness started, really started kicking in as an adult. So I just started focusing on what mattered. And, even things that are conducive to my, my well-being is as far as like smoking cigarettes. Like I'll be honest, I smoke cigarettes. But my New Year's resolution and my life resolution is to quit.
Really though?
Before New Year.
You can do it.
Is that the
and I
resolution?
can because you got to think.
How much cigarettes do you smoke now? How many? Are you
Now,
a pack
honestly,
a day?
I'm not even a pack a day. I'm probably a pack a week.
Oh, okay.
That's good. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
because
better.
I've started to decline that and everything that I'm trying to do because I don't like I don't even like cigarettes themselves. Like they're nasty. It's like, bleh, but it's like, dang, I gotta smoke them stressed out of this.
Does it affect you when you dance?
Not at all, because I try to do it simultaneously. I try to
Like smoking
stay in
this
shape.
at the same time.
Hey, let me hit that one time.
Trying to get my wind up. Trying to get my wind up. Yeah.
Gotta get it back.
This ain't killing me. This ain't killing me. So you say that could be a New Year's resolution
No,
for
it
you?
is.
It
know,
is.
And I think for me, it's just like a lot of the things that I did and a lot of the mistakes that I made are because of the choices I made. You know what I'm saying? As a human, we're allowed to make those choices, but my life is kind of scrutinized.
Yeah, man.
Do you have more than one resolution?
Yeah. I mean, I have.
What else?
I aspire, and you know what it is. And I said this, and it's funny because I used to run from when I was a kid, and I said, man, I don't want to be a role model. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now my thing is, guess what? I don't want to be a role model because that's not a big enough job for me. You're not a big enough job. I want to be an inspiration.
I heard that.
You feel me? So everything starts with an idea, regardless of if it's a song, how you dress, how you walk. Like from the moment we're born, we're learning. So that's what life is, mistakes, everything. So I don't want to be a role model. I don't think that's a big enough job.
2016, this is what we going to do, man.
Yeah.
You're not going to smoke. Anytime we see you smoke, we going to hit you with a stun gun or with a taser.
Yeah.
That's gangster.
We're going to shoot you with a taser gun. All right?
And you can't make any
Hold on,
noises.
but we ain't talking about weed, bro. We talking about cigarettes.
We're talking about
cigarettes,
cigarettes.
yeah,
Yeah,
cigarettes.
we don't want you to give up everything.
All right, sorry, parents at home.
Yeah. Let's believe that. Oh, wow, they didn't know he smoked weed.
Yeah.
You've grown up in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
And we all, yeah, exactly, man. I remember just our first interviews, just how young and just how little. Now that you look at it, like, oh, he was a little guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With a lot of responsibility, though.
Yeah.
But you've grown up in front of us. The only Chris Brown we know is the Chris Brown performer. Is there any job that you fantasize about? Like, you know what I'm saying? That you're like, man, I wish I could go just be this guy for one day, or if I could just be a waiter. Is there any job that you fantasize about?
You know what it would be like? I like those people who like do like gumball, like the races around the world. They actually do that. They do
Gumball
the
3000.
Yeah, they just race around the world, some ill stuff like that. Or trying to think. Any other job?
Yeah.
Realistically, I would love to have a super big political, like a big political position.
Really though?
Because I know with my voice now as an artist, I have such a big voice, but people will listen to the records, and as artists, we don't realize the voice we have as far as like every artist, not just saying me as an arrogant artist, but I'm saying like every artist has the ability to change culture, change the way of life, change stuff more than the president does.
Right, yeah, man.
More than the teachers do in the school.
Yeah, man.
And so even the president himself, he jams with Jay-Z or whoever, and just so he can look relevant. And I'm not dissing the president by any means, but what I'm saying is our voice is heard more. You got to think. It might not. I got 20 million followers on Instagram, 15 million on Twitter. Then it's 50 million on Facebook. That's just not in America. Like we'll go somewhere and people that don't even speak our language know every word to our song. So that's why with this album and different things that I try to do, I wanted to kind of still give you the party. We ain't gonna just change, and I'm not gonna go gospel on everybody. But it's just like I wanted to have certain songs that have substance, and then certain songs that you can have as novelty records. So
did you ever feel, Chris, that and we watched you grow up, but did you ever feel like when you say now that you guys have a voice and your voice is bigger than a lot of politicians, so on and so forth, people listen to you?
Yeah.
Did you ever feel now that you look back like, damn, man, I used the stage or the spotlight for some of the wrong things at some time?
Not at all, because that's, like I said, learning is knowledge. Everything, and mistakes are knowledge. So I feel like as a young guy, I had to learn, because I'm the type of dude that has to learn by experience. I have to see if the stove is hot. I got to touch it. You know what I'm saying? So with me, that's going to be a good thing, because certain people aren't like that, and certain people,
and
they
then
play
plus
it safe.
you could tell somebody something because you've been there. Has anyone ever tried to tell you something? You're like, man,
and they can't relate to it.
Yeah,
like,
you can't relate to it.
Exactly.
Man.
So the same. It's the same principle. So me, I don't feel like I'm not gonna go and spill my opinions down people's throat. Like, you need to do this and think this way. I'll just give you, hey man, it's however you learn it yourself.
Right.
That's a great way you're learning yourself. So for me, I just feel like with social media, with the media, with everything that we have, they facilitate what they want us to buy. And that's what we do it too. You know what I'm saying? They just show us like how it is.
When you were talking about politics, do you vote for Donald Trump?
Oh, he almost said, "Fuck that!" I heard the F coming out your mouth.
Yes,
you know what it is.
you.
I'm not big on politics, and even people that's listening right now. I can't stand him. He just thinks he knows. No, I just don't care. See, this is the thing. We focus on the wrong situations. We look at certain things as gimmicks, and we hype stuff up all the time. We're artists. We do that the most. But when it comes to stuff like that, like it's just trying to get popular vote. People are, but you can see, like with my life, I can see how people have changed because of the money I've made. Just the stuff, you know what I'm saying? So when you have people in power and people in positions, we never really run what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we got the option to vote for people. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have the people with the knowledge to know how to do it. or the people that will not riot in
Are you
our
about to
neighborhood.
announce something
That's
in here?
interesting.
No, not at all.
Okay, you're not running against Kanye,
No,
right?
not at all. That's not like I said. Like I
Kanye.
said, at the end of the day, I'm not into none of that. But at the end of the day, I wish my voice and experience that I went through could make a difference and transcend positivity and have people coming together in more unity than it is just creating a funnel and a continuous cycle of destroying my race. You know, both sides, white and black. you know what I'm saying? And then just everybody else, because I think everybody can have a piece of the pie. Everybody has a right and a certain respect for one another. We should have that, you know, to allow people to have free will. You know, because I think
Let me
that's
ask
the
you
best
this.
blessing God has given us is free
What do
will
you
to
think
make a choice.
you've learned in the last 10 years, last 6 years?
Honestly, I can't say I learned from the music industry, or, you know, I've been able to be able to do something I love, and I'm inspired by it, and be able to inspire other people for a long time. You know, so I'm just thankful. I'm appreciative. Like I said, I stopped questioning, you know, God and
What
saying, like,
about
why is this
people?
happening?
You know what I'm
People?
saying? Is
It's
it hard for
different.
Chris Brown to trust people?
Yeah, but that's with anyone. You know, at the end of the day, I have to understand people's struggle and people's position. Like, people come to me, or if they want something, I can understand and empathize with them for for being hungry, or having to take care of their family, or even if somebody, let's say somebody stole from me, or they did whatever it is. In the interim, when in the midst of it, I'll be frustrated. But then I'll sit there and really think, like, why would they do this to me? Even if I'm showing somebody this love, or I'm not this guy that you see, like, that the media will say. You know, I always used to ask that. And for me, it's not even that no more. I actually think about, okay, well, why are they concerned? Or if somebody yells a slur at me, well, why are they insecure about whatever
Right.
it is, or why are they hurting? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I struck a nerve somewhere with their life chord or whatever goes down. So I just feel like now I don't focus on the negative. I just try to inspire. And that's all. I just want to be an inspiration. So if you learn from my situation, if you've seen it, even if you hate me, I inspired you.
Right.
You can hate me because now I inspired you to go the opposite of what you think is bad or what you think is good.
Let me ask
know?
you this: is with Chris Brown, what's the best part about being in the entertainment business, or just being Chris Brown?
You know what it is, honestly? And that had nothing to do with money. You know, throw the jewelry, throw the car, throw everything.
Throw it over here.
Throw it over there. But it has everything to do about. You remember when Michael Jackson first got on TV when he did the moonwalk?
Motown 25th.
Yeah, Motown 25. So that you seen, you know, even those moments, those seconds in videos where the whole room, you just look around the room and you see him doing this.
Yeah.
Now, you can put any name or whatever you feel. Oh, man, it's just my emotions, how I feel. You know what that is? That's your soul. To me, that's your soul. So if I can get on stage, despite all my troubles and all the stuff that I go through, and the talent just shows through, and even the dancing, whatever it is, and you see it, and you're,
Yeah.
I don't like him, but God.
Yeah.
You know,
Can you see that?
That's your conscious. That's like your subconscious. At the end of the day, that's the soul. That's what everybody has. That right or wrong thing. When you know something's wrong, when you know something's bad. You know, no matter how crazy you are, how sane you are, everybody has that. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when I'm gonna go buy this album. I'm gonna go to this concert because they're looking for one thing. It ain't females. It's not males. It's not money. It's not sex. It's appreciation. It's love. You know what I'm saying?
Is that a good thing? You see that and you feel that?
So that's what's priceless. You know what I'm saying? Priceless about being an artist, being able to inspire the world and actually be appreciated for what you do. Is like whether I direct my videos and everything. So when I got that, you know, unconscious, like, man, I like that. That's the soul. And
What's the worst part about being an entertainer or being Chris Brown?
that same exact thing?
Why?
Because you're in control of so many different emotions. So you have to deal with a lot of emotions due to your music.
Chris Brown, in 8 seconds, I want you to name 8 things that are brown. Your time begins now.
Skin, color, dogs, houses, cars, the traps, lights, poles.
Lights,
Lights?
poles.
Lights, poles?
Lights, poles. I
Make-
said lights and poles.
I only got 6 for him.
Like
Y'all hating on it. I think that was 8. I think it was 8.
Make it official.
You made polls after the buzzer.
Oh,
How much was that?
That would have been 8 if you.
All right, well, there it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. All righty, well, that's all right, man. Are you in a relationship right now?
Right now, no, I'm single.
Look.
Is it lonely during the holidays sometimes?
Well, I think companionship is something we all strive for. So I think with me, like, I love being able to cuddle and not be, yo, what's happening? Like Chris Brown all the time.
Right.
So for me, it gets lonely, but I think I kind of.
But you can make a phone call though.
Yeah, but I
Or
add
cuddle
that.
with royalty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but I got it the day after Christmas. Her mom gets her this
okay.
Christmas.
Right.
But I had my family over, my aunts, my mom, my sister, like just like that intimate, family setting to where, I used to have when I was a kid. So that kind of substitutes that for right now.
So, but you're not dating.
Not dating.
Go ahead now.
How
I
many in
noticed when I
rotation?
said it, man.
In rotation?
How many in rotation?
You know what it is? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been on two tours within this year. You know what I'm saying? And I've been single, most of that time. So, I'm not gonna sit there and be, naive or lie like, oh man, I ain't, holler at a couple girls. I'm
Right.
human. But as far as like anyone actually sticking and it's kind of just being there, nah.
You mean sticking like hanging with you, or you mean sticking like the puss?
Nah.
Stab cat.
Nah.
You mean like sticking like hanging on, like they're there.
Right.
No, I'm
Okay.
talking about like hanging, like you see them
Stop.
more
Just
than
that
once
person.
in a picture.
I got
Take
you.
your time,
Like,
brother.
nah. So
Take your time.
Do you think Chris Brown can love again?
yeah, possibly because I didn't know the capacity of love I had for my daughter.
Right.
You know? So it's like for me, I never. I'm a believer in everything. I'm hopeful. I've had faith. So it's like, whatever it is, it might not be my time to be happy in that department. I need to learn how to be happy in other departments.
But you're not afraid of love. You
No,
know how
not at
some
all.
people. Oh, okay.
Not at all. I encourage it.
Now, what do you look for in a woman, Chris Brown?
I'm trying to think.
Is there
man,
certain
'cause
categories?
it's different, bro. Like when I was younger, like I used to go for the trashy girls, like
wasn't
back
wasn't that
back
the
in the
best?
day, like
Oh,
man,
my
I
God.
like you, that little attitude, blah blah blah, blah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But for me now, it's just more about friendship. You know what I'm saying? I think I want to be able to continue a journey with somebody that I can be friends with. Like best friends, we kicking it. I like kicking it with them more than I like kicking it with my homies, and you know what I'm saying. So like I think it just time takes.
You think you'll
time
get
takes
married
time.
one day?
Yeah, I'm not. At first, I was afraid of it, and then I had.
Why were you afraid of it?
Because it's just like young guys, young bachelors. Like we supposed to be players. Like that's how I kind of think. Like so, it's like marriage, man. They gonna lock us down. And they gonna get all this money. I ain't like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, for me, I always ran away from it
Right.
when I was a younger guy. But now it's like it's not too far off in my head because it's like, wow, I got a daughter. Like, I want to start an actual family, be able to, do what I'm doing. So.
Do you feel like, Chris, like you're on a road, like it seemed like you really changed, and not like radio changing, like interview changing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you this: your daughter royalty.
Mm-hmm.
Would you introduce your daughter to Chris Brown?
Right now, I would. Before I wouldn't have.
I respect that.
What
Before
are you-
I'd have been like, hell no, come here. Come here.
What are you gonna do though when these boys come to the house? Like 16 years old, time to go to like winter formal.
We gonna stay at that
Yeah,
gun
we
range and in these boxing and martial art classes. That's what we doing.
So no, but I'm gonna let my daughter be fully active in what she wants to do. Because my mom, when I was a kid, she let me just sign up for anything, whether it be soccer, baseball, gymnastics, martial arts, everything. So right now we're doing a lot of stuff with her, and so I want to be able to teach a different language. They teaching her different languages at the school right now that she's at. She's like in a Montessori school.
Oh,
And
cool.
so
Wait, how old is she?
she's a year and a half.
Damn.
So I'm starting early. I want her to have the best potential and the best opportunities possible, and still have a humble state of mind. Like I'm still debating in my head, like, cool, should do private school until
And
high
then
school.
plus,
and then
Chris,
throw her in
you're
high school
young
so she
enough,
can-
man,
You know what I'm saying?
where you gonna recognize
Oh,
any
yeah.
of the bull that come to the
Yeah,
door.
like and I was, I'm master chef with that.
Yeah.
You know? so it's like,
man. Go on
anything
with
that
that.
they saying, I didn't try it.
Right.
Everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I'm gonna see it. But the thing is, I'd rather have the relationship with my daughter to where I'm her friend, but I'm still a stern
Pops.
father. I'm still
Yeah.
pops. But she respects me enough and loves me enough to be like, I know he won't judge me if I come and ask him.
Yeah.
what
Bring
I-
it to
what
me.
a-
It's like
what is this?
the just enoughs. Like,
Yeah.
damn, I gotta be just enough pops
Yeah.
and just enough partner. You know what I'm
Because,
saying?
at the end of the day, as soon as you start setting up restrictions and limitations and all this do's and don'ts, they're just gonna rebel. I did it.
Do it
So
against
and like I was the number one. Oh, mom told me I can't. I'm on my bike. 10 years old. I'm out. Where
Right,
you
right.
at 4 in the morning? I ain't coming home. Wow.
jeez.
What you mean?
Is it
Yeah.
true that you lost your virginity at 8 years old?
It's like 9.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
okay, yeah.
no big deal.
A
That's
year
fine.
later.
It's
But
different,
you know
bro.
what it is,
do
too,
with
though?
me?
Like with me, it's different because whether I come off immature or however it is, I've been this person. Well, with a little bit of changes, I kind of changed. I stopped certain things, but when I was younger, I grew up in the projects. I was wild, but I always hung with the older guys.
Yeah.
I'd be
Same
7,
here,
8
bro.
years old on the bike, and everybody else be 14.
Yeah.
Like 15, what's up? What's happening? Man, let's go over there. You ain't talking to that girl? What's up? Boom, boom. So then you in the neighborhood or whatever, boom, and you got a girl 14, and she like, come over here. I'm not finna look like a chump in front of my homies.
Nah,
As a kid,
You
as a
preaching to the
kid,
choir.
So you got to think.
get
I
that.
was put into a more not adult, but more mature situation
Yeah, man.
as a young guy by just the people I hung around. You feel
And
me?
plus,
So,
man, you how do you say this? You fuck more when you're a little hungry too.
Oh.
Like we didn't have a lot of food at the crib, so we was like,
yeah, and I'm like, I'm not finna sit out here. I'm gonna go,
Yeah.
I'm about to go eat me some.
yeah. Chris Brown, this is your first Christmas with your daughter.
Uh-huh.
What is that gonna be like with Lil Royalty?
You know, it's crazy. You know, right now we just put up the tree. Like I was in the house, like, man, mama, we really gonna get a tree? She's like, yeah, I'm gonna get a tree. So
Yeah,
she
you
started
got to
putting it up.
now.
It's like 12 feet. I'm like, you got a basketball goal, mommy. I'm cool with a little corner tree or something.
You need a ladder to get up there.
You know, so like my daughter.
You ever be like, you never got me no trees like this?
Nah,
Okay.
Nah,
Yeah.
not at all. Not
All
at all.
right, cool.
You know, so I think with me and my mom, we just trying to get a lot of stuff. Right now, my daughter's like new, so she's learning, like she's talking a lot and saying
Yeah.
stuff now. So it's like, man, so we just trying to give her like learning stuff. And like I know all my friends and a couple industry people, they just send dope like designer clothes for her and stuff. And sometimes I dress her like a tomboy, so I'm gonna try to dress her like a little princess with the dress and all that, and take a picture so people can see it. I'm like, okay, he does have girly clothes for her.
Right.
What
know.
does she like? Does she like the whatever you put on her?
You know what it is? It was like this one time I was taking her to school, and my mama did her hair, but I put, she had these purple Timberlands on, and then she had like a,
She's all rich.
she had like a little, she had like a little cut off jeans, shorts, and like a nice little shirt. But she looked at herself in the mirror and kind of put her hands on her hips, kind of looked to the side. I said, "What is that? How did you know how to do that?" Like,
Hey, man.
you can't even say a full sentence yet.
It's innate, brother. They born with it.
You
know what I'm saying?
Posing.
She sings now and she dances, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna let her do whatever she wants.
Would you let her be an entertainer with what you just that craziness that you know?
Because you know it ain't not about me letting her be it. She's gonna do whatever she wants to do.
Do you
when
want
she gets
more kids,
older,
Chris?
Honestly, I just want a boy.
You want a boy? Would you
I
name
want-
him Chris?
Nah,
No?
Name him.
I wouldn't give him to Junior.
Oh,
Nah, because you know how many juniors are people. You know, unless like that's their legacy. Some people don't like to be juniors. I don't want
Right.
to be. I don't
Have to live
because that's
up.
too much of a responsibility to live up to. So
Yeah.
you know,
Now,
I will.
do you have a boy's name already? Because you didn't name Royalty, huh?
I didn't name him.
All right. Do you have a boy's name in your head already? Why do I see you having like a Kurt?
Huh?
I see it too.
I see you having a
Probably
Kurt,
Kurt.
man.
That's a good name. I like it.
I like it.
With a K.
It's not growing on you?
Like
Kurt,
a K-U-R-T.
Kurt Brown? No. Right?
Kurt, oh man, that sound like checks.
He can
Kurt
always-
Brown.
You can always go with the
KB.
C.
I'm not cool with that.
KB.
Okay, well,
You don't feel it?
well, fuck
I
your
like.
album.
I like.
You know what I'm saying? What
I
Kurt
just
ain't good
do
enough?
not like. I don't know.
Kurt
You
Brown.
gotta, man, give me some more ideas than that, bro.
Curtis
Just Kurt.
Brown.
Just
Curtis
oh,
Brown.
Curtis. You just want to be an old.
I want to be the dude that be like, man, I named this child.
Oh, nah, give
You
me
know
a
what I'm
better
saying?
name
Give me
then.
my-
Give me a better
There's
name.
no better name than Kurt. That's my real name. All
I'm saying better
Big
name.
name, my daughter.
Oh,
That's
I
her
mean,
name.
I named his daughter, but he didn't use it.
Yeah, but
But you know, always his daughter name is
what was it?
Parker.
Parker.
Yeah, that's the
That's
name
kind
he
of dope
chose.
though because it's like a girl
Don't
and
give
a
him
guy
that.
name.
Don't
It's
give him
kinda-
that. I told him
Me and Fuzzy on
Esoterica.
the same page.
I wanted his daughter to be named Esoterica.
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 That sounds like a hemorrhoid deal. Like some,
Well, you close. It's like a facial cream.
oh.
But Esoterica, man, hey, what up? But it's Esoterica.
Hey, you holla Esoterica.
Yeah.
She gonna be a freak with that name. Come on, bro.
Well, that's why
Well,
we
We
glad we
can't.
named her Parker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, well, there it is right there.
The self-esteem that she's gonna have to deal with in school, Esoterica.
But you know what? That would have
Esoterica.
built so much in her.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that would early on she would have been like, yeah, she would have owned it. Esoterica. Do you think Barack Obama wanted his name to be Barack?
But it's dope though.
Because it's now.
No, but look.
Can you imagine
but look,
the
but when
future
you-
president?
Listen to the rhyme. Ciroc, Barack, everything.
Man, what
The
about
Rock.
this?
It doesn't matter. Like
Running America. It's Esoterica.
Oh.
Big boy in the morning, y'all.
hey, we're not gonna talk about his rapping abilities right now. That name still
Well, you
sucks.
came with a rhyme.
Okay,
All
that was
righty,
dope.
best believe that. Y'all stick around y'all radios, man. We got Kurt's father, Chris Brown, up in here. Big boy. He's about to get this one,
Yes,
Jack.
he is. Yes,
let's
he
do it, bro.
is.
All righty now.
I'm already down.
No, you're not.
Don't worry about it.
Don't
brother.
worry about it. Come on, you guys.
You got this,
Come on,
champ.
Chris. You're the best, Chris. Come on, Chris.
Let's
We
try it,
love
man.
Chris.
Come on.
We love love Chris. We love Chris. See, that's the crowd, man. That's not even me starting them off. All righty, Chris, put your headphones on. Listen to this timer, which you're not going to have a problem with because you're getting through this one.
Oh, man.
All righty,
Play this
down.
one, brother.
Chris Brown. All righty. 8 seconds will be on the clock. Chris Brown in 8 seconds. All righty. Now, Chris Brown, your daughter's name is Royalty, as well as your album that's available on Friday, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Best believe that, Royalty, the album. Now, Chris Brown in 8 seconds. Name 8 names that start with the letter R. Your time begins now.
Rosemary, Robert, Rihanna, Robin, Ronnie, Wrangle, Roger.
7.
Chris, I was saying Royalty.
No, but you said
I
royalty
didn't
in the
say
beginning.
other than.
See, I thought I couldn't. I thought it was canceled out
my
because you said royalty.
gosh,
royalty.
man.
So close.
Oh, no.
No, but
Oh, my
I literally thought
gosh,
it
man.
was. I thought royalty was out because he said okay
Man.
royalty, and so I thought you excluded it.
said Roger.
He said Wrangle.
Roger. You know what I'm saying?
I said Wrangle. Ain't that like like a lizard? Like ain't that?
Oh,
a
my
cartoon?
gosh,
Yeah,
ladies.
Yeah, I'm watching all these kid movies with my daughters. A little messed up. I'm sorry.
Rumple, still Skinner. You know what I'm saying? All righty, well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
How do you think that royalty has changed you? Like, specifically personality-wise, I guess.
How she changed me? I would say the responsibility and just having to, take care of another person in another life has just kind of made me kind of slow down a lot of the habits and things I used to do, and like partying as much and alcohol and drinking and I don't really try to do that. I definitely kind of cut all of that out.
What was
especially
it
with
like
women.
the first time she said daddy?
Daddy? It's crazy because I saw a video of it. They had sent it to me and she was like, Daddy. And then she reached at the camera. So I was like, man, she really said it. So, now she says Mimi, because not mommy. She calls her mom mommy. But she says Mimi for my mom.
Oh.
And so
dope.
when my mom comes around, I have no seniority. She doesn't sit with me. Usually if I'm by myself, we watch a movie, I'll put on the Minions or whatever. We'll sit down, she'll be watching me. Be solid, like cool, look at me. And it's like kind of cool to chill with daddy. Like, all right, she'll see it. My mom come in, she just starts crying, me. And
That's
be reaching. I
dope.
said, Mama, you're horrible right now. You're
Hey,
messing up
dude,
my
she
whole
knows, but she know
game
grandma for real too, though.
Yeah, and she knows how to get away with stuff with her. And I'll be like, well, she crying with me. I don't really like yell or get mad. I'll be like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And she'd be like, oh, he really not picking me up. I'm crying. I was like, no, we don't get what we want by crying.
I heard
Nope.
that.
I like that.
And you know what I'm saying? And my mom just
Pick her
I
up.
say, Mama,
That's grandma, yeah,
You're messing
man.
up my whole game plan.
Yeah.
Did you read any like parent books?
Yeah,
and the
Rugrats,
blogs?
Dr. Lip shit.
Right? Lip shit. Who wanna read a book from Lip shit?
Dr. Lip shit.
Yeah.
I always wondered that when I was a kid watching Rugrats. Like, why the heck is his name Lip shit?
Yeah, like, look at this lip shit.
We can
ass
say
one.
it because it's some lip shit. It's a
Yeah.
name. It's
And-
not.
and
It's not
real.
really. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We saying the name, lip shit.
Yeah, man. I took a lot of lip shits.
Yeah. If a dog and a pie cost had a race, which one would win?
A dog and a what?
If a dog and a pie cost had a race, which one would win?
What's that got anything to do with the gas prices in China?
What are you talking about? I'm
Same
talking
thing
about.
you talking about. I don't know what the hell you talking about either.
No, I'm saying if a dog, if we
Dog.
really just ran, if we had them run, if a dog and a pie cost had a
What the
race,
fuck is a pie cost?
about $6. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you. Please, Chris Brown, try the fish. There it is. Chris Brown, 8 seconds on the clock. Chris Brown. All righty. In 8 seconds, Chris Brown, I want you to name 8 Chris Brown songs. Your time begins now.
Side piece anyway. Don't judge me. Wake me up. Break you down. Sex you back to sleep. Royalty. A little more. And
You got it.
He got it.
Jesus Christ. Hey, man, let me tell you straight up. I think you and Nicki Minaj are the only 2 artists that got that correct.
Yeah.
word.
Yes.
We beat that one.
Yes,
Did she
because
fail the other ones,
man,
though?
Wiz Khalifa, dude, I started the time. It was like,
No, but you gotta
was
give
like,
him. You gotta give him the pass. You know, he's probably not a morning person. He probably wake and bake.
Smoke out.
You know, it's a little different. You know.
Man, we had Amber in here too, man. We told her to name 8 Wiz Khalifa songs. She was like, oh.
I'm not getting into that. You know,
Right, no. No.
He set me up in that
No,
one.
it ain't no shade. I'm just saying that people don't know their songs when you think they supposed to know that.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well,
I kinda drew a blank
congratulations
for-
to you,
for
man.
a minute too, bro.
Yeah, and make sure all those are Chris Brown songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Make sure I ain't just lie and just said it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He just made up a song.
Beat it.
Yeah, because I don't think he made a song called Billie Jean.
Billy Jean.
Yeah, he was like a man in the mirror. Like, you performed that on an award show. You know what I'm saying? Don't be giving us man in the mirror.
Not yours.
Yeah, best believe that.
Chris, you recently told a magazine that you paint images of monsters, which are mirror images of people's negative views on you.
Mm-hmm.
If you could paint images of who you see in the mirror, what would those images be?
Yeah, I should be playing some music under this.
No, that's a great answer because it's like I don't want to sound overly pompous or arrogant when I say it, but I just think my reflection of me, I would just say it would just be colors. Like if you saw that, it wouldn't have like a certain, you know, diameter or like an actual image for me. I think
Right, like we wouldn't look at it and be like, oh, that's a horse, or it'd be like.
I think it would be different. It's like more a conscious thing with me.
Would it be specific type of colors or every color?
Every color, you know, 'cause
Wow.
every color, you know what I'm saying? I would say it'd be every color because it's different size. It's just everybody. I want to just transcend, you know, being human. So when people see me, the human side engulfs everything, engulfs the negative and the positive.
Do you sell your art, Chris?
What do you do with them?
Because I know you've done a couple pieces for us, and they've sold great for me. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder, like, do you because there's been times we're like, oh, man, can you paint this or can you sign this? We're going to give it to a listener. We never give it away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's been great for us. But do you sell your pieces or do you give pieces away for, like, the holidays or?
Well, sometimes I do a lot of my my art, and it deals with my charity, Symphonic Love. So I do a lot of stuff with them, but sometimes I do like exhibitions and different like auctions that painter, like, you know, art owners and art collectors come in and do a couple like different bids. So I've sold a lot of big pieces, but sometimes I'm just doing a whole portfolio. So I'm just in the house, all the paintings like you see on my Instagram and stuff that I'm doing with like D Cozy and a couple other artists. I'm just keep knocking out canvases, just being creative. So, you know, when they be like, oh, we got an art show, we doing this, I already have the product right there.
Who's your favorite artist?
Do you have
Artists, it's different, man. You know, because art is your own interpretation. You know, for me, like when people like, oh, well, you paint, I can't paint. I was like, that's only because you limit yourself to the abilities you're capable of doing. You already have a cap on what you think you can't. You give yourself a cap, and I don't think anybody should do that. You know, so when even if you draw stick figures, you know, and or you know, you do a good portrait. You know, whatever you do, it's still what you interpret it as. You know, how you see it, how you look at it. So I just, you know, I have so many different styles of people that I like. Kid Zoom, Ron English, Megs. There's a couple different people I watch. But I'm also like a fan of just regular street artists.
Yeah.
Like D Cozy is one of my homeboys, part of OHB and the crew. But it's like, you know, he got it locked down with his painting. I like it.
Because what I would like for you to do, man, is I don't want to spend anything on Christmas gifts this year.
So you want me to just make a painting?
Paintings.
Oh, so multiple.
Multiple paintings for people. But I do want you to sign it Chris Brown, one of one
Yeah.
for each person.
So what if I do it and just, it don't have to be as quality. How big does it have to be?
Oh, man, just something like what's on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like here. Yeah.
I'll give you a strong maybe.
Okay, I'll take a maybe. You know what I'm saying? I'll take a maybe because your maybes usually come through for me.
Yeah, I got
you know what I'm saying? Just like you was like, man, I was like, man, you gonna come and hang out with us all week? You was like, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
and you here. I had a chance to see a documentary that's about to come. And what's the title of the documentary? I don't know if this is gonna be the title when it come, but what is it as of today?
Well, it's Chris Brown, Welcome to My Life.
Welcome to My Life.
Yeah.
All right, and I don't want to give away because when we went to go see the documentary, we just saw it in an office. And I didn't know what I was about to bear witness to. So I don't want to talk about the documentary. You know what I'm saying? Because I want everybody to have it and be just as in awe as we were.
Yeah.
But I do want to ask you, why did Chris Brown say yes to a documentary?
One reason is because, you know, I actually shot the documentary with Riveting Entertainment.
Yeah.
And that company, I do all of my videos. Too, so
And you can tell that you trust.
I trust these guys, yeah.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, you know, certain subjects or whatever we talked about, I knew that it would be coveted and really, really like protected from, anybody leaking it or putting stuff out or what we're talking about. So like in the documentary, I wanted to just be able to have my own platform for you to make a decision on if you like me or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like instead of you reading a headline, instead of you seeing whatever it is,
Right.
You're gonna be able to get a full glimpse of who I am, my life, what I'm about, how from the start to right now, and and everything. And it's just it's brutally honest, and it's really really like you got Justin Bieber's Believe, and you got all these other movies that
See,
come
and that's
out
what
with
I was
those
about
people.
to say. This
And it's
isn't
not
Chris
that.
dancing around. This isn't
Like-
the concert video.
Yeah, you see certain elements of,
Right.
of how
Performance.
talented and performances
yeah.
that I've done, but it's really the journey, the people when they listen to these interviews, and the people that listen to my album or they see me on social media. I wonder what his life's. I wonder what he did. I wonder what's really in his head.
Right.
The person we don't know.
And you know what, Chris?
You know?
For people that think that they know you or we know so much about you,
Yeah.
that showed us how much we don't
Yeah.
know Chris Brown.
That's very true.
And the voice that, like, what I enjoyed about it, Chris, was you told your story. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel like it was a sugarcoat. It wasn't, woe is me. It wasn't, I'm trying to get myself out of something. It was times when me and Fuzzy were just looking at each other when we were seeing a documentary, and we was like, wow. And the one thing that I could say I took away from that is that you can tell your story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
TMZ can't, Big Boy can't, Harvey Levin can, Double XL, whatever
Yeah.
it is. They can't tell your story.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And I've never heard Chris Brown tell his stories the way that you told those stories in the documentary.
Yeah.
Now, are we 2016, early for the documentary?
I think because right now we're finishing it up. It's mostly done. I'm probably gonna pick up a couple other important interviews because I know you've seen all the people we got.
Yeah.
Like all the people. So it's like and I'm not trying to give it away, but like it's so many different influential people and other people that
but
you
for
would,
the right moments.
but before the right moments
and
and
the
what
right
they're
time.
saying is about life. So you
very
get a
key.
chance to be inspired. Like I said, I'd rather be an inspiration instead of a role model.
I can't wait till the world see this, Chris. I cannot wait to, I was sitting there and I was like, man, I wish I could snap such and such in here, or this person could see this person could see that. And what I enjoyed about it, man, and not enjoyed it it was so entertaining. I just really like how you sat there and you talked. You took off layers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even things that we saw that we thought we knew in public. You know what I'm saying? Or things that we saw in, the tabloids. Like, you addressed everything.
Yeah.
And as you were addressing everything, I just kept looking like, how many layers is this dude going to pull off? And you pulled off every layer where no one could watch that and say, oh, he tap danced around such and such.
Nope, can't
No.
say
Or he,
that.
yeah.
You man, like definition of manning up, manned up.
Yeah, best believe that, man.
Can't
And
wait to see
great work. Yeah. Well, you can't see it.
I
I was just telling the day. All right, y'all
Are you
stick around.
nervous for it?
Not at all.
Okay.
For me, I think it's just a opportunity and a blessing. Like you said, nobody can tell my story or nobody. And there's always three sides to a story: mine, your side, and then the truth.
Yeah.
So I took my side out. I took their side out, and I just let everybody and even myself speak. And just be more responsible and be that man that can actually be an inspiration instead of me being the fungus or me being just a problem to our young society. Like maybe I'm a solution, or I can help add to the solution of us getting to a better form of knowledge and better form of enlightenment and actually peace. So with that's the stepping stone. It's not really trying to get any votes or record sales behind
Right.
you seeing a movie. This is for you to solely take into consideration for yourself the person you can be and the person you have and the inspiration you can shed on people just being yourself.
At times, Chris, how dark did certain times get, bro? Did you think like, man, I'm not coming back into the music business. I want to walk away from this. How dark did it get?
You have that because you know what I'm saying. That nobody said it was gonna be easy, bro. I really.
But
had
did
to
they say it was
realize
gonna be this hard too?
Yeah, I mean, I think it has to be because everything else is so easily for me to do. Like me going in a song, write a song, that's easy. Me doing a video, that's easy. Me dancing, that's easy to me. So being able to continuously be mentally strong for everything else that comes with it, it's just I can just say now I'm stronger. Like me being younger, I was supposed to make the mistakes. I didn't know. I thought I wanted to be accepted. I wanted people to like me. I wanted all that. So now it's like hey man, either take it or leave it. This is a choice by any means. Like just like how they listening to me right now, it's a choice to say, hey man, I want to listen to Chris, or I don't want to listen to this asshole.
Right.
They can turn it off. Just like they can say, no, I'm not buying this single. No, I'm not buying this album. Or yes, I'm buying this album. Or yes, I'm buying this single. It's the choice. It's your free will. So I never would try to preach or try to bring anybody on my side to say, hey man, come and support me. Please, please, please do this, because it's still your choice. Ultimately, I can only give you the tools and the things that I'm talented and blessed with to just inspire you, and hopefully you'll buy into what I'm selling. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just the whole point of things.
Do you think becoming a father was really that turning point that brought you to the man that you are today?
I think it's a step. I think it was a step. I think for me, jail was definitely a big thing. I think not being able to trust people for a while was a big thing, and also just me coming out and trying to like looking at how people act. Like when you go into jail, no calls, and before that, the rehab, nobody want to come around. Then you got the #1 record in jail. You come out, everybody want to show up and say, "I've been rocking with you. I'm there."
Right.
So for me, I've been able to mentally prepare myself and separate myself from the weak and the fake. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm cool and I'm fine with just being in the comfort of my own body and my own skin and who I am, and live with the decisions I made and the choices I made. I'm cool with that now. So now,
Hey, Chris, when you go from thousands upon thousands of square feet for a house to going down to a jail cell, what did that make you feel like? You know what I'm saying? Because you got, there's assistance, you can get anything, and now while you in jail, it's like, damn.
It's humbling. At the end of the day, I think I kind of fit the criteria for young black males in America. So but I feel like that right there is a wake up call. Some people, like I said, I need to touch the stove, see if it's hot. So for some people it's they don't learn until it's too late, probably, or they don't learn until they have a consequence in front of them. So I can be honest and say I was one of those guys. But I think being in those cells, in the cell, it kind of makes you crazier, but it also makes you it's a fine line between insanity and genius. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of it, me staying in my head with things, talking to myself, whatever it is, I had to kind of learn how to be content and inside my shell. Because I was like, my freedom is only in my mind.
Right.
Anyway. You know what I'm saying? That comes with being at home, that comes with being in jail. The freedom is in my mind. Because I could feel constricted to anything as long as I have doubts and as long as I'm ashamed or whatever it is. So that's what I try to find myself. I try to read the Bible back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like front to back. I'm in here. Let me read it.
Had you always read the Bible?
No. I knew scriptures and certain things from my mom and growing up in the church, but I never pushed religion on people. Like I love every race. I love Muslims. I love Christians. I love Jews. I love Asians. Everything. How Buddhists, like everything. It doesn't matter. I think everybody is entitled to their own opinions and their own thoughts. I just think when people try to oppose their opinions on people and force them to join or be a part of something that they're not, that they haven't learned their own knowledge for yet, that's when I kind of think it gets tricky. And then it gets into that, the religion, politics, all that's kind of like goes hand in hand because it's a form of population control.
Go ahead. This dude really running for president.
Yeah, man.
You really are. Just
This
let
dude
us
trying to
know.
put his name on the ballot. I already see the CHR on
As
here.
far as that, like I got a chance to really just see what life was, bro. This life is not this camera. This life is not this jewelry I got on. This life is not. You
keep saying it's not about the jewelry.
But
Why
at
don't
the
you
end of
give
the
it
day-
to us?
But you won't give it
Because at the end of the day, I'm human.
It's yours.
I'm gonna say I'm human. At the end of the day, I got my needs and I got my wants too. I'm not saying I'm
he's
God.
like, I
I'm not
want this.
perfect. Yeah, I want this. I like this. I got money in my body.
Like Big, I never
But-
looked and you were never on stage or in the studio with me. Why'd you like give
you know
this
what I'm saying?
ring
So
to
in
you?
a bigger scale and bigger spectrum of things, if you really think about it, none of this shit matters.
Go ahead now.
It doesn't. It doesn't. The only thing that matters is the influence I put on my daughter, and I have her to see what kind of path she wants to do for her own life. You know
I
what I'm
heard
saying?
that.
For whatever, having a light doesn't mean you got to be on stage. I'm saying you could be the best fucking hamburger flipper and
Yeah, man.
fries, but that's your job.
Nice.
Everybody has a cause and effects. Everybody has a job.
8 seconds on the clock. I think you'll get this one right here. 8 seconds are on the clock. All righty, Chris Brown. Christmas is next week. In 8 seconds, name 8 naughty things you could do that would get you on Santa's naughty list. Your time begins now.
Proper bank, shove an old lady, throw eggs on people's cars, paintball, shoot up a neighborhood, set fire to the firehouse, hey, run up a tree, burn down a tree.
So close.
Right.
Last one was after the buzzer.
Man, because I don't think it's hella illegal to run up a tree.
Right.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
with you with a truck, you can. You know, I didn't elaborate.
Run up a tree
with a
With
with
a
a truck.
Santa's gonna be really mad at you.
Yeah.
Now, if he ran up a tree with a truck, does that give him 8?
So I'm actually glad I kind of lost. I'll
Right.
take the L because
Okay,
I
well,
don't
there
want to
it
be
is.
great at naughty.
Okay, he's taking
whole
the
thing.
loss.
I passed all the naughty.
Right, yeah. All right, well, he lost that one then. There it is, right there.
Santa,
ladies and
Santa
gentlemen.
looking at me like, I knew I ain't going to this house.
Right,
Nope,
you're
I
like,
ain't going to his house.
man, no, and plus he's wearing your favorite color. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stick around. Yeah, he coming out.
So, whoa, Santa?
What's happening, blood? Yeah, it's royalty here. This for her. Chris Brown, the album is royalty.
Yeah.
And for one thing, that if cats don't know, bro, you do a lot of charity work, and we've had a chance to actually sit down and do some charity work with you.
Yeah.
Now, with the actual album royalty, you're making sure that you're not putting money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not
that
all
you
the
do
way.
donate.
I'm actually like, even like I looked at it now, I text my manager one day. I was like, look, man, we getting all these different business opportunities, money coming in, different things. I said I would feel like I wouldn't be appreciative. Like I wouldn't really be thankful if I couldn't help somebody else out in
Right.
the situation. So I remember talking about this holidays, and I was like, you know what? I'm not really doing charity for a pat on the back. I don't really care if the camera's there. Yeah, the cameras are going to be there because we have people that work for me that want to feed it to different press. But for me, I do it solely because I really feel like if I got a position to make money and, live how I want, I should be able to help somebody that's starving or don't have a home or something. With the opportunity, we complain. And as artists, we complain about what we don't get all the time. We complain about, the trivial stuff. We never really think about, hey, man, there's people right now that don't have a house.
Yeah,
They got
man.
to sleep in the cold. There's people that are there that haven't eaten in 3 days and wondering where their next meal is, picking out the trash. Like, that's a real thing. And I think as artists, we never really focus on that because it doesn't benefit us. We don't really, unless it's not our charity or we taking a percentage of the money, people do their own thing. And I think with me, I do it solely to let people know that I appreciate them and I want them to have a better way of living or whatever it is.
So you
Even with all
donating
my
$1
stuff.
off for each album?
Every album
from
sold,
royalty?
I'm gonna donate $1 to Children's Miracle Network Hospital,
That's
and
beautiful.
and to Best Buddies. Best Buddies is an organization I dealt with for years, from the beginning of my career. So, like I said, look, let's just do that because at the end of the day, it's on the people to want to give back.
Yeah.
It's not on me. I'm making the project and I'm making the product. I feel like I have a great body of work. I have different things coming, the videos, everything. But I feel like the message underlining the album isn't a selfish thought. Like royalty isn't Chris Brown. Royalty is my daughter, is my life. It's what I've been through, my learning experiences, and how I've been able to overcome it or survive and maintain at a level of being a great artist. Despite my mishaps and despite anything that I've been through in my life. And
Why do you feel, Chris, that it is necessary to give back? And because you have a great charity as well.
Yeah.
What's the name of your
mine
your
is Symphonic Love.
Yes,
That's
sir.
That's my charity. But I think the word give back is it's just like, okay, yeah, pay your taxes every year. So, I feel like that's like a general statement. I feel like when you want to do something personally for somebody else, I don't think it should be called charity. Like it shouldn't be like, hey man, I'm just doing this. It's charity. I'm making y'all,
Right,
buy
because
my
I
album.
have to, and people,
it's not
yeah.
that. It's really like, hey man,
You feel
I
this.
I see this person. Like we did the Boys and Girls Club recently, and they were
Yeah.
like this. My people, my person that does a lot of my foundation stuff called me. He's like, hey man, we're doing something for
Now, is this
kids
what
in the
you?
Boys and
Is
Girls
this
Club.
with the Jessica Roncalli?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, so with that, they had told me her life story. They told me what she went through, and I knew she was a victim of domestic violence. And, her husband was mentally ill, but she had 3 kids. You feel what I'm saying? So you have a boy, you have 2 girls, older daughters. I had an older sister growing up, and I went through the same things as that young boy. So when I talked to that kid, I could see his charisma and also his fears in the same kind of talk. And he even broke it down. He's like, hey, man, I wish I could have stepped up and helped my mom at the time. And, but their father was found deceased a couple years ago. So it's like they've been dealing with rough patches and stuff like that. But this is not the thing that you would know on the surface from seeing somebody. You feel me? Like when you walk around, you think life is sweet and people don't have real problems and real issues that they deal with. And I think that's what we do as artists. We run away from that, and we don't really go hands on to it. And for me, I said, look, man, I don't care if a camera there. I even was yelling at my people at the building, like, hey, man, look, I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. I don't care if y'all get a shot, if y'all do a picture. Of course, I took pictures and I posted it because I wanted people to see the change. But for me initially when I said, hey man, I could have got her some toys. I could have just got her a tree and some toys and be like, hey man, I did my part.
Right. Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
no, I said, hey, so she got 3 kids. So let me buy her a car. Just buy her a car and then give all the kids whatever they want, like the little toys, whatever they want, just so they can have a great Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So I did that because even though it's one family, guess what? By me doing that for one family, somebody might see that and they might go do that for another family.
Yeah.
Or they might help out. Like, it's a cycle, bro.
And you know what, dude?
We
I'm
can
pretty
break
sure,
the cycle
Chris,
of the bull if we
growing
just
up,
focus.
you've seen that as well. Like,
Absolutely.
like even with me, man, like I'll do a lot, and and the same thing. You don't want cameras. You don't do it because of that.
exactly.
And there's some things where you just get up and you'll go hit somebody off with something.
Yeah.
You'll go take care of a family, and that's just because of you. But we've also been in that position where I was the person that they brought the food to our house.
Yeah.
Or we had to stand, and live in, the mission, and we had to,
I live in a trailer park.
Yeah,
Kerosene
so
heater,
you
man.
know,
Like, I know
so
what
that
it is.
kid that you spoke with and those kids, they're going to be the ones when we fast forward, that's going to do the same thing for somebody else that you just did for that family.
Absolutely. And they get the
Because I
opportunities.
remember people helping us and feeding us when we didn't have anything to eat, or my mom getting in line to get us a toy or something like that. So that kid would definitely remember that for the rest of his life, because I never forgot that.
Exactly.
I never forgot it, man. And those are the things that people can always say, what's wrong with? What's wrong with this school? What's wrong with Chris Brown? What's wrong? But we never say, man, well, what's right with Chris Brown?
Yeah, I mean, that's and even in that situation, you still gotta kind of like take that with a grain of salt.
Right,
because
right,
you gotta
right,
think like, hey,
and that's
man,
not why you did it.
Yeah, that's not what I did. And people are gonna put whatever they're gonna say whatever they want because of their own insecurities and limitations they put on other people.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't care. Like, yeah, you can say, oh, he's doing this. I'm still gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna do my music. Yeah, I'm a party in the club, but at the same time, if I can buy 30 bottles of Ace of Spades and shine my jewelry and be in there with gangbangers and whatever it is, I should be able to help a family that's hungry.
Go ahead.
I should be able to help somebody. I should, and I encourage all artists to do that. I ain't trying to do this. It's not a slogan to sell my album.
Right. I'm
I'm not trying to do none of this because if it was, I'd be like, make sure y'all get that out. I don't care. Y'all don't have to buy my album. But as artists, we get all this money and complain about what we don't got instead of looking at the stuff we do have and helping people.
I heard
so,
that, man.
like, at the end of the day, I'm human too. Some days I'm gonna be like, man, F that. I don't feel like that today. But the goal is still the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's eternal and it's love. That's all it is. That's the goal.
We're gonna go ahead and get the Mysterio box, Chris.
All right.
All righty, now what you got to
The
do?
Mysterio box.
Yes, we're gonna blindfold you.
All right.
You won't be able to see nothing
I'm
in
with
this
it.
box.
Come on, let's do
There's
it.
2 holes in the box. You got to put your hands in the box and feel what's inside this box. All righty, now. People can go on the internet and say, oh, he's afraid of this, he's afraid of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we may have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely want to take those rings off.
Here, I'll hold them.
You definitely want to take those rings off. All righty? All right. So put the blindfold on. And double blindfold him too. So
Double blindfold?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, because he got that little dancing eye. We don't want him to.
Oh,
Man,
yeah,
what you put a
be
perm in
bouncing?
your hair?
Huh?
Did you put a perm in your hair?
No, my hair's like this.
Why your hair?
You
It's
like,
like
you about to
straight?
do-
Yeah.
What you on
You
Empire or
never
something?
seen my hair? You never seen my hair when it curls out?
Man.
Hey man, I'm not all the way black, bro. I'm halfway, man. Right on the cusp.
Hey, man,
I'm right on the cusp, brother, man.
You caught that jealousy and that salt. I was just
yeah,
throwing at you.
you already know that's the high school. That's that 9th grade.
Yeah. What is that, a perm? All right.
Ninth grade hating on the
Hey man,
Hey,
he,
but you caught
saw
that
right
for
through
real.
that hate. You know what I'm saying?
Like, damn.
Yeah, like man, is this jealousy, envy, hate? What's going? Hold on, give me another blindfold on him.
You
Give
can
me-
put 2?
Yeah, give him,
Y'all think I'm
give him
cheating and
another,
everything?
give him another
Like
blindfold.
stylish with the Joy Rich hat on and stuff.
Yeah, all righty. Put that one. Put that one on him. Dude, hold it. Okay, here it is. All right,
Take your shoes
go-
off.
bring,
Take your
bring it
shoes
in.
off.
Bring it in. Bring it in.
Take your shoes off, man.
No. Don't let him pre-touch it.
hey,
All righty, move that out the way. Put the box right in front of him. Put the box right in front of him.
Move that thing out the way. Move that thing out the way.
Move that out the way. All righty, here we go. Put the box right there in front of him. Is that it? Move the little
that
thing
thing.
right there.
Yeah,
It keep jumping. It's gonna
Help her out. Help her out.
Put it down. Put the box down. Put the box down.
Careful.
All righty.
The fuck?
Hey, Fuzz, you pick it up and you put it in there. Fuzz, you pick it up and you put it in there. All right, you pick it up.
Stop.
And
Watch out.
No. Close the lid down. Close the lid
Hey.
and do this.
What's up?
Hold on, I'm gonna put these. Let me get the plastic gloves for me though.
Oh, no.
All right,
Hold on, Chris. Look at it.
this is for me.
Look at what?
No.
All righty.
What the
All
fuck
right.
is that?
All right, now direct his hands into the box. All right, hold on.
hold on,
Fuzz,
wait.
open that part up right there. Open that
Careful,
part up.
careful.
And-
Careful!
And Open it up. Open that bottle. Open it up.
Careful.
All right. All right, now Chris, now put his hands through the hole. Put his hands through the hole. Put his hands through the hole. All right, and Chris, just go in slow.
Careful.
Go in slow, and put your hands in there.
This stuff-
Go in slow. Look at it. Go in slow. Right now, Chris. Right there. It's at the edge. It's at the edge. Put your hands in the box, Chris. It's at the edge. Put your hands in the box. No, don't force it in. Don't force it in because it's right there. Don't force it in. Let him do it himself. Don't put his hands in there, Ide. Don't push his hands in there. Don't put.
All you, man.
Chris, move it. Fun.
That's a fucking coat. Is it a coat?
All right, fuck you, Chris. Fuck you, Chris. All righty.
A mink.
All right.
The meat.
Well, we wish it was the mink. Yeah, all righty. Well, there it is, the Mysterio box, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Brown up in here. Big boy in the morning,
Y'all
y'all.
really had me shook.
Yeah,
though. I
it
was
should
like-
have been. He was like, what is it?
I said, hey man, did we sign a waiver? If I get stung,
And like, is something gonna bite me? Big boy in the morning. Happy Friday to you, man. Chris Brown, my brother. We did it, fam.
man, we did it. We made it.
Thank you for coming in, man. Royalty, the album is available for you guys right now.
Thank you guys. I
Chris,
love y'all.
pleasure to see you, my brother. I don't know what you getting me for Christmas, but whatever it
You
is,
know what
I
I'm saying?
thank
It's
you in
gonna be great. It's
advance.
gonna be nice.
I thank you in advance.
It's gonna be
I
nice.
thank you.
I'm
I'm
in
gonna give you
advance.
hope. I'm like, hey, bro. I'm just sending you hope, bro.
Is Hope a girl?
What's hope? Who's hope?
I don't know.
we'll talk about that after.
Okay, cool as gang. Well,
All right.
man, all right, well.
A Ferrari named Hope.
Yeah. No, Chris Brown, thank you, my brother. That was Chris
appreciate you
Brown,
guys.
ladies
Thank
and
you.
gentlemen. Big boy in the morning,
Boy.
y'all.